Skip in Seattle, Washington. Hey, Skip, what's on your mind today?
Hi, Tom. I'm trying to get through The Revolution of 1800, yours and Sisson's book, and I probably should have finished reading it before calling you and asking, what do you see as similar to 1790 and today in our own culture? And is that undercurrent of revolution building to the point where I can look forward to it before I croak? I'm in my 70s.
I wouldn't call it revolution as in, the American Revolution, but the Jefferson Revolution. I mean, he referred to that election as the Second American Revolution, and it was referred that way for basically the rest of his lifetime. I mean, it wasn't until the 1830s, 1840s that phrase fell out of popular usage. So, the Second American Revolution to describe the election of 1800. I think that we're in a revolutionary moment. I think that Ronald Reagan was a revolutionary, just like FDR was revolutionary. FDR took us in a very, very different direction. We've been going down this libertarian road for generations. And Reagan said, and FDR said, no, that libertarian road has destroyed our economy, it's destroyed our people. We are going to create a government that is of, by, and for we the people, not just of, by, and for the billionaires. And he did it. And LBJ expanded on it with the Great Society. And then Reagan came along and said, no, we're going to have a counter-revolution. We're going to take that apart. And he started taking it apart. And then George Herbert Walker Bush and then George W. Bush and now Donald Trump all took even more of it apart. And frankly, Bill Clinton took part of it apart. And President Obama did not put much of it back together again, although, again, he was blocked at every turn by the Republicans, but still. So I think that's why people elected Donald Trump. They want change. And I think, frankly, if the Democratic candidate had been as perceived as a change candidate, Hillary Clinton very much was instead perceived as part of the old guard. If she'd been perceived as a change candidate, I think she would have handily won the election.
Was the population of 1790 or thereabouts better informed about governance as we look at it today than our current population, bulk of our population, say, aside from the great generation or us baby boomers? Are the younger generations as well informed about how our government was intended to work as the people of 1790?
Well, no. And for this, I refer you to Alexis de Tocqueville's book, Democracy in America, which is just a startling read. It was, as I recall, 1836. He was a young French noble. He was in his 30s. He came to the United States and spent 6 months here traveling around the East Coast and the Midwest, as far as west as Tennessee, I think, as I recall. And what he found was that he could walk up to any farmer in his field and have a conversation about French politics, which just blew his mind, how well-informed the average American was. And now, obviously, it was the average white American at that point in time, but still, the electorate was well-informed. The electorate, I think, today is not well-informed. And were it not for social media, it would be a real disaster. I mean, Texas has edited their school books now twice in the last decade. Once to take out George Washington and insert Rush Limbaugh. I mean, it's amazing what's going on. And we don't teach civics anymore in a meaningful way. And now with Betsy DeVos, you're going to see more and more schools that are just teaching right-wing Christian fundamentalism rather than actual history. So, yeah, I think it might be a revolutionary time, Skip. I really do. Thank you for the call.